Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1124. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper. Check it out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. Join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say happy holidays, promote yourself, your business, all that would be great. It would also be great if you share this out. That way, more people in Durham can find out what is happening. So, let me put on my specs, move my keyboard out of the way. Ooh, okay, and then grab my iPad and get comfy. Let's see. So, I think this is going to be a short week when it comes to Bull City Hangout. With I mean, it's I can't believe Thanksgiving is this week. So, like a lot of people, I'll be taking off Thursday and Friday. Of course, I will be updating the Skywriter. Of course, you can always consult the Skywriter to see what's happening, but I won't be doing Bull City Hangout on Thursday or Friday because of Thanksgiving. So let's see what's on the Word page. Word is the government and nonprofit information page. There's lots of programs and services on that particular page that can help you and your family. So just go up and down the page and see what you can sign up for. And also, if you're looking for places to volunteer, that might be a good page to start. Okay, let's see. Now, I'm just going to cover a couple of basics, like the libraries. The Durham County libraries are open today all the way through 8 o'clock, all of them. And then tomorrow they will reopen at 9:30, and then Bragtown reopens at 10. And let's see. Just want to grab a couple more items. You know what? Let me scroll back up because the end of November is already next week. In fact, technically speaking, the last work day is Friday, but for this particular item, I think you need to act on this today, tomorrow, or Wednesday, or forget it. So let me find the MiFi post. Let me find it real. There it is. So this is where the city and the county have come together, and the digital inclusive services team. They want to hear from people who are low income and need internet access. There are a lot of people who don't have internet at all in their homes. It costs. I'm paying what? I have Google, what do you call it? Google Fiber, and I think I'm paying about 70, and it's well worth it for me because I have fast internet. I'm able to live stream, and I'm not buffering. In my early days of live streaming, it was terrible, actually, very, very bad. But I didn't know any better and I couldn't afford more. So, anyway, if you are low income, so someone using like maybe SNAP, the LEAP program, low income energy assistance program, SSI, Social Security Disability, Medicaid, Head Start, uh, VA, Social Security, General Assistance, whatever, um, go ahead and see if you can sign up for this program. And this program means that you are having your own hotspot at your home. That means you can get internet access for free in your home. You want that, especially if you have kids in school, because they definitely need to not be, how can I put it, left out in terms of getting information and also submitting. Actually, just having Wi-Fi at home is great for just submitting documents if you need to do paperwork for whatever program. So anyway, you definitely want to check this out. So the city and county, they're spending the money that they were given by the federal government for this program, and so it's only good through November. And like I said, this Friday is the end of the month, technically speaking. But then because of the holiday, I would consider that Wednesday is the last day that you can get your application in. And like I said, they're spending the money as the applications are coming in. So you don't want to be left out. If you are low income or if you're not sure, take the survey. In fact, everyone who wants to enter this program is called the MiFi Hotspots program. So if you're not sure if you would qualify, go ahead and take the survey. I mean, if you're making too much, then they'll say no. So it's in English and Spanish. So if you have neighbors who you know are probably qualified and they don't know about this program, tell them about it. So yeah, it's in English and Spanish. So go ahead and do that right now. Watch the rest of the show later. I don't want you to forget. There you go. Let me continue. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else is ending in November. Actually, starting hopefully next month will be the LEAP program, the Low Energy Assistance Program. But we'll see because the federal government is okay. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Are there any classes today? Yes. Yeah. Let's go ahead and look at the Durham Tech Community College and Small Business Center. So this is in the Chesterfield building. I don't see any classes being offered for budding entrepreneurs this week, and that's fine. There are always classes being offered across the state by various small business centers and community colleges. So I'll tell you about those classes. These are totally free. They're on Zoom. They're great and they're live, which means you can actually ask questions, which is wonderful. So there are a couple of classes being offered today. One is at 6 from 6 until 7:30. The four cornerstones for long-term sustainability. Yeah, you want to, if you've started a business, you want to stay in business. That's wonderful. It sounds like another great reason to have internet at your house. I'm just saying, you can learn how to run a business and start your business wherever you are and go from there. I'm just saying. Here's another class from 6:30 until 8, planning with purpose, event planning for small business owners. That's another good one. That sounds really, that's excellent. Oh, here's one that's tomorrow afternoon early. So let me tell you about this one. QuickBooks items class for small business owners. And QuickBooks is a program for like accounting. So you can learn about that. And that's going to be tomorrow, starting at 2 o'clock. All righty. So, oh, while I'm here, let me just go ahead and check on the SCORE program. SCORE, by the way, is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. Again, if you want to start a business, you want to check with them because they have mentors in addition to in person and online workshops. So let's see if there's anything happening today. No, their next class is next Wednesday. Okay. Okay, let's go to the To Your Health page. And that's where you can actually check out the various research projects that maybe you might want to look into. This is where researchers from local university, not all local, but mostly local colleges and universities, they do these scientific research programs. And if you help them out, they will reimburse you, though, or I should say reimburse, compensate you because they appreciate your help. So you can just look into these various they're various and sundry. I have quite a few. I must have more than a dozen. Let me see. 6. I have like a dozen research studies. And I'm always happy to add more. So if you know about one or you're running one, yeah, send it to me. I'll put it in the Skywriter. Okay. Now I am looking now for the blood drives where you can literally save lives by donating blood. So let's see if there are any blood drives today, with it being the 24th. You know what? I think they're taking time off because of the holiday. Yeah, I don't see anything by the American Red Cross until the day after Thanksgiving. So that's fine. Checking the blood connection, same deal. They're probably taking time, letting their employees have some time off because their next blood drive is this weekend. So it's fine. Okay. But what I do want to tell you about is the Health Equipment Loan Program, also known as the HELP program. They're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street. This is over there across the street from the Cookout. So this is run by the county. This is where you donate items that you no longer need, like wheelchairs, canes, knee scooters, crutches, things to help you in the toilet, like raised toilet seats, things to help you in the shower, like tub transfer benches, where you're trying to get from your wheelchair to the tub. So they have these items in stock. If you have something and you'd like to donate it, go ahead. They would love that. And also, they're turning around, and of course, first they're disinfecting everything, repairing as necessary, and then what they're doing is they're loaning these items out for 3 months at a time. And it's really great if you're having someone over at the house for Thanksgiving and they're elderly or they had an injury or they were in an accident or whatever. Maybe you can borrow one of these items for them. So, and if they're only at your house for a week or whatever, you don't have to keep these items for 3 months. You can return them, when you're done. So I'm just saying, it's one suggestion for someone who's going to have someone at their house and you want to help them out. So again, I think that the idea of they also have those walkers with and without wheels. So just check it out. I have the whole list of everything that they have and everything that they're looking for right there on the To Your Health page. First, go to DurhamSkyWriter.com, go to the To Your Health page, and then scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see the Health Equipment Loan Program, along with a video explaining what they do. Now, again, it's run by the county, and they're only open 2 days a week. Need to tell you that. So if you're going to get something for a Thanksgiving Day visitor, you need to go there tomorrow, because the only 2 days that they're open are Tuesdays and Fridays. They might not be open this Friday. Anyway, Tuesdays they're open from 10 until 2, again, 4206 North Roxborough Street. And then they're also open usually on Fridays from 1 until 6. All righty. Let's go to the top of the page and then click on that Health Events button, and it takes us to a whole different page to see if there are any health events we need to know about for today. The 24th. Yes, the Prostate Cancer Support Group meeting. That is going to be today from 4 until 6. It's virtual, it's online, and it's run by Duke. I have the link right there, so you can go ahead and click and register. Oh, and that's it for today. Okay. Let's go to the Senior Scope page, and let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is downtown at 406 Rigsby Avenue. It's a great facility. I mean, they've got a theater, they've got places where you can work out, they've got all the bouncy balls and the machines and all that sort of thing. They've got a computer lab. They've got a garden, and the garden is secluded, so you can sit quietly in prayer or thought or thoughtfulness or whatever. It's really it's a cool place. They've got a pool table, just one, but still, they've got a pool table. And what else do they have? They've got snacks. Some, not always, but sometimes they have snacks. Anyway, let's see what's going on this afternoon at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Oh, I mentioned that they have a theater. Well, on Mondays they have matinees. They have movies with free popcorn. So let's see if there's a movie today. Oh, the movie today, Miracle on 34th Street. A little early for Christmas, but they want to get us in the holiday mood. So that's what's that kid's name? Natalie Wood. I think that might have been her first movie, I think. But I think it's about a kid who doesn't believe. Is it that she doesn't believe in Christmas or she doesn't believe in Santa Claus? I think she doesn't believe in Santa Claus. But it's from like the 40s or something. But anyway, yeah, Miracle on 34th Street is a classic. So you might want to go and just have some nostalgia, enjoy a good movie at the Durham Center for Senior Life, starting at 1 o'clock. So you have 45 minutes to get there. Also happening this afternoon, Chair Flow and Flex at 1. Advanced watercolor at 1 if you're a painter. A chair volleyball at 2. Lifeline dancers at 3:30. Oh, I just noticed Chair Flow and Flex is not being offered. Okay, so scratch that. Everything else is still on. Now tomorrow morning, Connect Tech at 8:30. Learn how to use your technology. In the computer lab. Seniors on the move, line dancing at 8:35. Talk Tuesdays at 9. This is where counseling students from North Carolina Central University will talk with you one-on-one in private, and then they can offer mental health resources because that's what they're studying. I think it's a wonderful way to share your knowledge as a student with people who could use that knowledge. Love that. So that's tomorrow from 9 until noon. Thumbs up, NCCU. Open art studio at 9, and that's all morning in the art studio. So you can go ahead and paint to your or draw to your heart's content. A basic Spanish class, 9:30. You can call and register for that at extension 110. The phone number is 919-688-8247. Let's see. Take off pounds sensibly at 9:30. Um, Keep it moving, gentle exercise at 10. American Sign Language at 11, belly dance at 11:30. As you can see, they have a wider range of activities. Crocheting Club at noon, Pinochle and Kings in the Corner all the way through 7 o'clock because that's a good way to let you know the center is open late on Tuesdays and Thursdays, not this Thursday, obviously Thanksgiving. But yeah, usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays they're open late. So if you're a 9 to 5er, you can stop in after your job and work out or whatever. So that's a cool idea. And also on Tuesdays, women's pool. Oh, I skipped a couple of things. Band practice tomorrow. Yeah, they have a band too. I forgot to mention that. And if you're a woman, want to play pool, they do that tomorrow afternoon from 4 until 7. That's awesome. So there you go. Let me check the special events, see what's happening. Let's see. Ooh, this starts in 10 minutes. If you can get down there in 10 minutes. Usually on the last Monday of every month, Rick Messimer, he's really great. I don't know if I know he's a specialist when it comes to legal knowledge. I don't know if he's actually an attorney, but he sure knows everything there is to know about legal. I'm telling you. And he talks about a variety of legal topics last Monday. So that's today, 12:30 until 1:30, and that will be in the classroom at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Big thumbs up to Rick Messimer. When I see him sometimes at like special events, that are catering to health or older people, and you just stop and tell him hello, he's going to tell you something you didn't know. I mean, he is just brimming over with knowledge. So you're going to definitely dig him. So that's going to be today, 12:30. If you can get down there, he'll be talking about something, and he'll be making it super interesting. He's from, judging by his accent, he's from like New York and New Jersey or something like that. He talks fast, and he's just a delight. He really is. Okay, what else is happening tomorrow morning? I shouldn't say what else is happening. The Rick Messmer deal, that is today, 12:30. Now, happening tomorrow from 9 until 11 in the morning and in the art studio, they're going to have card making and stamping. So you can make some holiday cards. So you can definitely do that. That should be really fun. It's free and they supply the material. So why not? You do have to register. So call that number I just recited, and it's extension 110. That'll be tomorrow. Also tomorrow at 12:15 in the theater, they'll be having the monthly member check-in. And this is where you get to meet the big shots, the head honchos over at the Durham Center for Senior Life. You bring your lunch if you like, because it is at 12:15 in the theater. You're sharing your thoughts, your ideas with the center, because maybe you have some ideas on future programming. Maybe, and I have a feeling that's how the Chinese and the French classes got started. I'm guessing because they were not in place. I think this time last year or maybe a couple of years ago. And I have a feeling that somebody had the idea to teach these classes, the French and the Chinese classes. So if you have an idea and you think, well, maybe we could be learning Wolof or Russian or something. I mean, give them your ideas. I mean, it's probably how they get all of their ideas for most of their classes. So yeah, share your ideas with the brass over at the Drum Center for Senior Life, and let's see what happens. Okay, you don't have to register for that, so that's at 12:15 tomorrow. All righty, and let's not forget that the Little River Senior Center is in northern Durham County in Bahama at 8305 North Roxborough Road. So if you live north and you don't feel like going downtown every day, well, head over to the Little River Senior Center. They're open from like 8-ish until 2-ish. They have free lunch at 11:30. They don't have as many activities. It's a close-knit, smaller group, and they're really great. I've visited there a few times. They have a walking club. They have free play gym. Now this used to be a school, so they have access to the gym. Bring your basketball, or maybe take your, what do you call that? The what's the it's the fastest growing sport in America. It's like tennis, but it's not quite tennis. What is that sport called? But anyway, bring that and your racket and just have fun. Hey, Tachi's here. Follow Chachi if you want to see some really fun shows on Friday evenings on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, gospel radio in the Bahamas, and other places. Pickleball, that's it. Thank you. They said it's the country's fastest growing sport. I finally saw it for the first time a couple months ago when I dropped by Walltown, a recreation center. Yeah, pickleball. It's like tennis, but then it's not. It's faster than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be slow, like badminton, where you're delicately hitting the little thing and then floating over to the next, and then hitting it again. No, it's kind of fast, but it's not as fast as tennis. But yeah, they love pickleball here in Florida. I'll bet, because they say that pickleball is really popular with the older set. Um, I mean, I didn't see anything particularly elderly leaning, because if you're not quick enough to hit the ball, you're going to lose. So I don't know. But anyway, Florida, yes. I'm guessing it's 87 right now. But anyway, let me continue. So anyway, just check out the Little River Senior Center. They're open on weekdays. And again, that address is 8305 North Roxborough Road in Bahama. And Bahama is in Durham County, but it's not a suburb. It's like its own, like a township, like Bethesda used to be, and like Parkwood used to be. All righty. Let's go. Yeah, let's go to the To Your Health page. Oops, already did that. Let's go to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page, and then that'll be it for today. And like I said, this is going to be a short week. I'll be doing Bull City Hangout tomorrow and Wednesday, and that'll be it. In fact, let me check for tomorrow, because I just want to make sure. I don't want to tell you anything wrong. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no worries. Yes. Okay. Let me just put this over here. All righty. We're at the Let's Go page. So let's go down to 24. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be happening every single day, including Sundays, all the way through Saturday, January 3rd. What I'm talking about is the Durham Bulls Festival of Lights. This is at the DBAP, the Durham Bulls Athletic Park, which is downtown at 409 Blackwell Street. So this is where the ballpark is transformed. Okay, Tachi, thank you. 82 degrees. That's fine. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Okay, it is 82 degrees in Florida, and it is not here in North Carolina, but we're having a beautiful day, and we'll see about that in just a minute. So let me tell you, I bet you don't have this. And that's the Durham Bulls Festival of Lights. So this is where the interior of the ballpark has been turned into a winter wonderland, with thousands of twinkling lights that are synchronized to holiday music. If that doesn't get you in the mood for the holidays, I can't help you. So they have a train in there. I mean, this is crazy. They have you can take a ride on the NC by train Holiday Express. That sounds like so much fun. Take the kids. They're going to have a holiday craft zone, a place to write letters to Santa and to post them. Also, a tasty s'more and fire pits zone. Be careful with the children in that area. And also, you'll have an opportunity to meet Santa and Woolly Claus. That sounds like a very unlikely couple, but still sounds like great fun. Also, they'll have a scavenger hunt, Christmas tree alley, and you can take a thrilling ride on the holiday slide. I put that rhyme in there myself. So, yeah, take a thrilling ride on the holiday slide. That sounds like so much fun. Now, tickets are 12, free for little ones ages 2 and younger. And you can click and call the Bulls box office on weekdays. Now, this is during the day. So, I didn't tell you what time this happens. This happens every day through January 3rd from 5:30 until 9 p.m. Okay, so if you're taking the little ones, they will be out late and they will love it. So if you're going to get tickets in advance, go to the Bulls box office during the day. Give them a call at 919-687-6500. You can also click and get your ticket in advance online. You can do that as well. And they're making tickets available every day. I really appreciate that because I know you hate it when you're trying to go see your favorite pop star and the tickets are sold after they make the announcement. We don't do that here in Durham. We don't do that. So yeah, I shouldn't say we, but the Durham Bulls, they don't play that. They want everybody to be able to enjoy themselves. So check it out. I'll be announcing this every day. You probably get sick of it. I might not go into its deep detail, but yeah, this is going to be happening every single day through January 3rd. And if you can afford to take your kids more than once, I know they would really appreciate it. Or even just once is probably good enough. Okay, what else is happening today? Line Dancing with Nikki. That's going to be the Southwest Regional. Oh, wait. I was supposed to have moved that over. Yeah, that is not today. That's next week. Let me refresh this page and make sure I have the latest iteration. In fact, I'm going to totally close out. Then I'm going to reopen. And that happens when you're the person putting together the website and then you open it. Sometimes you don't get the latest iteration for whatever reason. Or maybe it's just Wix. I love Wix. I love Wix, but sometimes it's not absolute perfection. But I'm not absolute perfection either, so there you go. Okay. All right. Another thing happening today is the Hayti Heritage Center's Heritage Rhythms African Dance class that's led by Tony Hall and Ivy Birch. That's this evening, 6:30 until 8, upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium. Now, the Hayti Heritage Center is on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood. There is a $10 class fee, and you do start out with the stretches and the deep breathing and the conditioning. And then you get into the cardio intensive African dance moves, which I know you're looking forward to. So that is this evening, 6:30 until 8. All right, now tomorrow, this is very special. You can, which is short for the Urban Community Agronomics. They're holding a very special food distribution at their farm. That is going to be from 9 until 11 at their farm. Again, it's called the Catawba Trails Farm. It's located at 2080 Sawmill Creek Parkway. And you get there, like if you're on North Roxborough, you know where the Captain D's is, you turn there, and then you'll find it. Especially if you have GPS, but that is where you turn. So it is the Urban Community Agronomics UCAN food distribution. They're giving away fresh produce grown by local farmers and also volunteers. Here's the thing. The first 50 visitors. Now, usually, I know I'm making you wait for this, but often when certain items are given away. You have to be low income or whatever. This is for the first 50 visitors, period. You're going to get a turkey. You know, Thanksgiving is Thursday, right? Just saying. The first 50 visitors will receive a turkey. And I love that. So whoever gets there first, like I said, it starts at 9. I'm going to make you guess what time you should be there and leave that to you. But yeah, free turkey, yes, that's worth lining up for that. All right. Let me continue. Also happening tomorrow, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division. They're going to have rabies vaccination clinics tomorrow between 9:30 and 11, and then between 2 and 3:30. So you have to have your pet who's at least 4 months vaccinated every year for rabies. Rabies is nothing to play with because I think once a pet gets rabies, I think they have to put them down, if I'm not mistaken. I think. And if unfortunately you're bitten by a pet or an animal with rabies, you have to suffer a whole bunch of shots. I know when I was young, I do remember someone I knew got bitten, and I think it was 21 shots back then. Now, I was born in 55, so I'm talking about the, Middle Ages. I don't know what it is now. I don't know if you have to get 21 shots. That might sound a little dramatic, but maybe I need to find out. You know what? I think I'll call the sheriff's office and ask, because if that isn't enough to get you to get your pet vaccinated, I don't know. I mean, 21 one shot's bad. People were crying over COVID shots a couple years ago, and I don't know how they would survive 21. Anyway, I feel kind of sassy today. Maybe I need to calm down. Also, tomorrow, the East Regional Library, they're hosting the Over 50 crowd, where older folks get to hang out. You get free coffee, free tea. Let me tell you where the East Regional Library is. It is at 211 Lick Creek Lane. And between 10 and 11:30, just hanging out with other older folks, talking about stuff. Just talking about stuff, just hanging out. So there you go. And I think that is it. Oh, one more thing. New Visions of Africa restaurant, they're having their grocery giveaway. That's going to be tomorrow at 12:30. So you might want to start lining up because, like I said, the need is there. When I went to Bell Yager last week, when they had their food giveaway, I saw more cars there than I've ever seen. And they said, yeah, the need is still there. It's still there. So, yeah, so just know that you can get free groceries tomorrow at New Visions of Africa restaurant, 1306 Fayetteville Street, right next door to WD Hill Recreation Center. If you're driving, park in WD Hill's parking lot. Otherwise, they're served by the 5 and the 5K bus. And I did call Kasib, call him on the phone. He's the a man in charge of New Visions of Africa restaurant and all the volunteers there. Big thumbs up to Kasib and his crew. Kasib is in his 80s. I called him. He sounded a little tired because, after all, he's in his 80s. And he said right now the funding isn't coming through. They were feeding people every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for 3 hours, giving away free meals, but the funding is not allowing them to do that right now. But he told me to keep listing the Tuesday grocery giveaways because at least they're still able to do that. And they're doing a lot with whatever it is that they're getting to acquire this food to give away. So big thumbs up to Kasib and his crew, Kasib Abdullah. He's doing the work. He is doing the work. So that is, and also tomorrow, the South Durham Farmers Market, they're going to have a special Tuesday market for Thanksgiving. And I suspect the Durham Farmers Market downtown, they will as well. I haven't gotten notice of that just yet, but I will check. In fact, let me write that down because they do it every year. So I can already tell you that they're going to do it tomorrow. But I need to make sure. I don't like to give away faulty information. And I do not mind being corrected because I am far from perfect. Okay, let's check the weather. I can already brag to Tachi, although it's 82 where she is. We got it going on here in Durham too, though. Let's check. So wait, it was open. Now it wants me to open. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! My phone's going crazy. Okay, it's 62 here. So how about that? It's not 82, but 62. We got 62 degrees, Tachi. So yeah, how about that? So it's 62 going up to 64. So there's that. It's not bad. It's sunny. We can't compete with Florida, but that's fine because we're North Carolina. So it's sunny, going up to 64. Ooh, we're going to get clouds around dinner time. It'll be cloudy. Oh, it's going to rain tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow, a high of 69. That's better, but there is a 60% chance of rain. So if you're going to go grocery shopping for Thanksgiving, if you haven't finished your grocery shopping, you might want to do it this afternoon because tomorrow, even though it's going to be 69, there's going to be a 60% chance of rain. And then on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, it's going up to 70, which is even better, but 55% chance of rain. So you don't want it to get wet. You don't want the food to get wet. So you might want to do some grocery shopping today. Now, looking ahead to Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, the high will be 50. Don't laugh, Tachi. Don't laugh. Be gracious. 50 degrees on Thursday, but sunny. And then the day after, which is Friday, 44. Oh. But anyway, the cool thing about the day after Thanksgiving, I know it's Black Friday or whatever. The scrap exchange, every year they've been doing the Smash Fest where you get to smash things up and work off some of those calories, work off some steam. So even though it's only going to be 44, that's perfect weather for smashing things up. I bet you don't have that in Florida. So there you go. That is the weather for today. Sunny until dinner time. 62 right now, going up to 64. So that is it for today's show. And I will be back tomorrow at noon. Be sure to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. And then I'll see you tomorrow. If you want to come on the show, you can always do so via the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. Durham Skywriter is simulcast, so to speak, on, let's see, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, believe it or not, and LinkedIn. And then after the show, I updated immediately to X, Twitter, and also Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky. So that is it. I'll see you tomorrow at noon. And oh, Tachi, thanks for being here. And ciao for now.